Marie with Just Stampin' Up. With Just Stamp, I am here for our monthly Paper Pumpkin Escape video. It is Saturday afternoon. I hope you're joining me. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, grab your kit. We're going to open up and create some of the projects as instructed. If you are a member of my Paper Pumpkin Escape Plus Club, I'm going to show you some alternative projects that you can create. If you are a Plus member, I do send you the kit so you can create the additional cards along with me. I want you to be using your stamp sets, your ink, everything that's in the box. So yesterday I had an issue with volume or audio. If you can hear me and if you're watching, please post a comment so I know that you are here with me. Let's see, I'm gonna have a look, see if I am live. I am operating without a microphone today, so hopefully you can hear me okay. And hoping the volume is working. Post a comment if you can hear me. I am just double checking to make sure the audio is working. All right, thank you, Debbie. Today it's working. Keep my fingers crossed that it continues working. All right, so when I opened up the box, the first thing I can see, I'm gonna pull out, and I did open up the kit to kind of sort everything out. I'm gonna push that aside. And the first thing I notice is that it's giving me some information that this particular kit coordinates with the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper, which is in the January to June mini catalog, and I'm going to include paper from this Designer Series paper pack. So that's a great thing to know. The paper is really cute. It's very summery, very fresh. When I continue to open the box, I see I've got my instructions. I've got a view of what their cards look like. These are the cards as designed by Paper Pumpkin. We're going to go ahead and create one card of each as is. And what I can see from this leaflet is that this kit should create 3, 6, 9, 12 cards. They are shaped cards, which is kind of cute. We have a variety of sentiments in this kit, so I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to share with you what was inside the kit. First of all, there is a cute little stamp set that has 2 images. It's got a watermelon slice, and let's see if I can fix that. It's got a watermelon slice. It's got an ice cream on a stick. It has some little splatter dots and 4 sentiments that say, "Hey there, happy birthday, you're so cool, and way cool." So there's our great little stamp set. Our alternative projects are going to be using this little stamp set. In this month's kit, we got the Bermuda Bay Stampin' Spot, and I love holding on to these Stampin' Spots. That means I'm going to have a nice collection of ink colors, and I am marking them on the side to let me know which month the spot arrived. So this month we got Bermuda Bay, last month we got Calypso Coral, the previous month it was Mossy Meadow. And the reason I want to remember that is because sometimes I want to pull in colors from a previous kit. That way I know that if you were a subscriber at that point, you would have received that spot. So we got our ink spot, we got our stamps. Let's look at the shapes that we're using today. We have a kiwi ice cream, a rainbow ice cream, we have watermelon slices, and we have a rainbow. And these are all the shapes that we're going to be able to use to create our shaped cards. I'm also going to be using those shapes to create the alternative projects. Of course, we have our envelopes, and these have a nice stripy, colorful lining on them. We have a sheet of glimmer paper. It's already been pre-cut. All we have to do is pop out the shapes. We're going to have some rectangles and some starburst on there. That adds a lot of bling to your project. We have the small labels that are circles and some banners. Really fun this time. We got some sticker sheets. We have an array of about maybe a dozen stickers that we're going to be using. Some fruit, a nice sun, rainbows, ice creams. These are going to be used on our alternative projects as well. So really happy to get lots of extras in the kit. We also got our twine, and it looks like it's a, oh, I want to say it is like a crushed curry color twine. I'm going to be using that, of course, as well on my alternative projects. And then to assemble our cards, we have our glue dots and our Stampin' Dimensionals. So that's what we are working with this month to create this so cool paper pumpkin kit. So I'm going to start off by creating the cards as designed. So let's start off with our stamping. We're going to have our sentiments all in the color that was provided, Bermuda Bay. Hey Nikki, thanks for popping in. This is the April So Cool paper pumpkin. So let's start off. I'm going to push these aside or push them up. I'm going to start off by stamping my sentiments, and we have some die cuts. We have circles and banners, and I know we are going to need one of each sentiment. So there's a hey there, which I love. That's a great card to send just because. And remember, your first paper pumpkin kit included an acrylic block, and you hold on to that so you can use it every month. I still like to pull out my nicer acrylic blocks. They're nice heavyweight. They're really easy on the hands for stamping. And plus I have a multitude of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount my stamps that I'm gonna be using. Right now I'm going with the sentiments. So way cool, hey there. I have you are so cool. And I've got my nice longer block for that. And I'm gonna flip this over and attach my happy birthday sentiment. So right now I'm just getting ready to create the cards as Paper Pumpkin shares with us. And again, I think there's 12 cards in this kit. Of course, with the stamp set and the ink, you're going to be able to create a lot more. Welcome in, Debbie. Glad to see you on Saturday afternoon already. I have been meaning to do this for at least 3 days. My intention is to go live on Thursday night, but that didn't happen on account of a tax appointment that ran really, really late. But that had to be done, right? Okay, so I'm taking my Bermuda Bay ink, and you did get that as a spot in your kit this month. I'm using my larger pad, and I like to stamp on my piercing mat because the stamps in Paper Pumpkin are photopolymer. And you can see I'm inking up, and to ink up, it's a tap, tap, tap. And I'm trying to make sure I don't have too many shadows. It's always hard. Okay, so way to go. We have hey there, and both of these sentiments go on the little circle die cuts that are provided in the kit. I love Bermuda Bay. It's one of my favorite colors. Nice, fresh, summery color. I'm going to ink up my happy birthday, which is going to go on one of the rectangle banners. Also a die cut in the kit. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm pretty much aligned the way I want it to go. Happy birthday. I'm going to flip my acrylic block over because I mounted You're So Cool on the flip side. And again, I'm trying to make sure I've got some kind of straight alignment. I am not a perfectionist, so usually I'm happy if it just lands on the label. Okay, so there are my labels. I'm going to go ahead and punch those out. And So easy to pop out, and I love that the adhesive's already included. We've got circles, we have banners. Okay, so let's next match those up. That's the stamping that's required for the cards as shown. And next, let's see if I can push that out of the way so I don't get inky. I am going to take my kiwi ice cream on a stick. Very, very cute. I love the color on it, and I love the shapes. So I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to use my bone folder. Hopefully you have one as well, because that creates the nice crisp fold. And we are going to take our Hey There. That's going to go mounted atop the ice cream, but we're going to add one of those shimmery starbursts. So I'm going to flip it over so I can see where to punch out. So this is going to be mounted on here, and I think we're going to add a little bit of twine. We're going to add a pretty bow, tie a bow. So that's 9, and that's 12, and we're going to need 4 of these, I think. So I'm going to take my ribbon scissors because that just cuts easier. And right off the bat, I know that we need 4 of these bows. One per card. We're just going to make 1 of each style of card, and then I'm going to share with you my alternative projects that I like to create with the stamp set that's included in the kit. All right, so there we go. I'm going to be tying some bows, and while I'm tying, I'm going to see if I can talk and tie at the same time. It's a perfect time if you're a new subscriber to give Paper Pumpkin a try. If you use the promo code, which I believe is Home Run 0521, I'll post it up above this video. Wow, that's way more twine than I needed. That's okay. Anyway, the promotion is to give Paper Pumpkin a try for just $5. See if you like it. And this is for new subscribers, but here's the deals. Paper Pumpkin operates off of emails. So if you have subscribed in the past, if you have a different email, you can log in or create an account with a different email and become a new subscriber and get the kit for just $5. So the upcoming kit is going to be baseball themed or sports themed, which is kind of nice. Sometimes we struggle with masculine cards, so that sounds like a good one to give a try. And as I said, I think 12 inches was way too much for this twine. It's kind of wasteful because we want to have it left over for some other projects. Okay, so there are my bows. Now I'm going to put that aside, and I am going to glue dot this right on there, and I'm going to make it nice and floppy since I have so much. Like that. I don't know about that. That just seems like too big of a bow. Next time I'm going to tie my bow without cutting, which I typically do. All right, so let's go ahead and mount this. And remember, the kit includes the glue dots. I'm just going to peel that off with my fingernail. And if you don't have fingernails or your fingernails are too long, then I recommend this little tool. Usually I like the pointy tip, but it also has the spatula tip, which is really helpful as well. So, and these are only like $10, so they're a great tool to have in your crafty kit. Okay, so I'm going to put that down on the glue dots. That's going to be helpful. And then next, I am going to directly adhere that shimmery. You know what? I think I'm going to put this on my dimensionals. And there's a nice generous supply of dimensionals in the kit. They're full size, and I say use them. There we go. And I'm going to put that right there. And the Hey There is going to go directly on here. Now I am going to pull in my favorite adhesive. Hopefully it's working, because I know that when we have glitter paper, sometimes it's difficult to get the layers to stick. I love Tombow liquid glue. There we go. Hey there. It's a great card to pop in the mail when you just want to send someone a smile and let them know that you're thinking of them. I love this cute little card. I love the color of the kiwi slices on the ice cream. So there's our first card. Push that aside. We have a second ice cream. This one's like a rainbow sherbet maybe on a stick. And it's pre-scored, so that's one of the nice things about these kits is they are already prepped for you. You don't have to cut, you don't have to score, you don't have to design. And there we go. So next, this is a You're So Cool. I'm hoping, let's see. I'm hoping everything's going good with the video. So next I'm going to pull in another one of these nice little ribbons that we created earlier. I need some more sticky dots and I'm going to put them right in the center. And I'm going to come back in with my Pick a Tool. And see, I'm going to do this as well with dimensionals. And I'm going to be generous. I'm going to put one at the top and one towards the bottom. These get stuck directly onto the ice cream. So just like so, sort of in the middle. Just trying to fix my little twine strands. And this is the You're So Cool sentiment. So again, I'm going to use my Tombow. And hopefully it's still working. It's temperamental. There we go. I think because I didn't close it, I'm just going to be generous with that. As I said, the sparkle paper, it's kind of hard to make your layers stick sometimes. I find the liquid glue is really helpful for that. So You're So Cool. Another nice little card to pop in the mail. It's a great, for kids, anybody who's had some success, maybe a good grade in class, or even just finishing up some assignments. It's really cute. So You're So Cool. Let's keep going. My next card is going to be a happy birthday card. I'm going to take the rainbow, push this aside. And again, I'm going to just fold that on the score line. So these cards are pretty simple, and that's typical of the Paper Pumpkin kit. Paper Pumpkin's designed to be able to complete in just one sitting, so like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I love that it's totally portable, so everything's in one box. If you are going to a friend's house, or if you're going away for the weekend, these are great to pop in your suitcase so that you have a little project to do. All right, so I'm going to take my twine one more time. This is almost too simple, but that's okay. We're going to kick it up with the alternative projects in just a second. And I'm putting down my glue dots, picking that up with the Pick a Tool. So there we go. So here is my twine one more time. And again, this one's going to take one of the rectangle sparkle die cuts, that pretty glimmer paper. This one is going to be a happy birthday card. I'm going to go back in with my dimensionals, top and bottom. And it's going to kind of go off to the side here. And I'm going to put my liquid glue behind. This is a happy birthday card. It's going to go right on the rainbow. And there you go, happy birthday. These are also great cards. Sometimes you do get a little birthday bag together, so that's helpful to just pop in a cute little card. You wouldn't even have to put it in the envelope, so you can have it peeking through. I think it's so cute. Happy birthday, rainbow. And one more card as designed in the kit. Here's our watermelon slice. Fold it over, burnish it, and get my bow that I pre-tied. Some more glue dots. I'm gonna put this up in this area here. This is going to be a You're So Cool card, or sorry, Way to Go. There we go. So if you are interested in giving Paper Pumpkin a try, I will put the link above. When you log in to create your card, it will ask you for a code to get the discount on this particular kit. So you can give it a try for just $5. You need to subscribe by the 10th of the month to receive the current month's kit. And it usually ships out mid-month, although I know that Paper Pumpkin is having also some delivery issues, just like everybody else is. But they do come before the 20th of the month, I think. So there we go. There's our sparkle. It's going to be a Way to Go. Going to adhere that. And, okay, so that was the 4th card from the kit, designed as is. So cute. Hey there, you're so cool. Happy birthday and way to go. They are nice, bright, colorful cards as is. So really fun. You could use some of the stickers that are in our sticker sheets and put them on the inside. I kind of like having the white space to write my own message. So perfect. They fit perfectly inside the cute little envelopes that are lined with the stripes. As I said, they would also look really cute hanging on a gift bag as well. So these are the cards as designed by Paper Pumpkin. Let me now share with you some alternative projects, and I don't have them pre-made. I'm kind of stamping along with you. And I'm hoping that the cards turn out. They're in my head. Hopefully they come out as cute live as they are in my head. All right, so I'm going to push these aside for now, make room for a little bit of stamping. And now is when I'm going to bring in my other stamps that are included in the kit. So I have 2 images. I have a watermelon slice and I have an ice cream on a stick, and I've got that little bit of splatter. So again, I am going to be using my full-size ink pads, and I'm also bringing in a Memento Black pad. Memento Black is one of the staples when I'm stamping. And I just want to say the alternative projects are sent to my Escape Plus members. And what I mean by that, I love it when you subscribe through me, and I'm always eager for people to take advantage of offers. So when I open up, again, it's a one-stop box. It comes monthly. You can subscribe month to month, and it's awesome because you can suspend your account whenever you want. You have control over your account. But an even better way to go is to purchase a prepaid subscription. You can get a 1-month subscription, and that you just would place an order for 1-month subscription. It's a great gift to give someone, or you can use it for yourself. You can subscribe for 3 months, and sometimes we have rewards. So every $50, I usually send out a gift to my customers. But even better, when you bump it up to 6 months, you prepay, and you're going to save $1 per month. If you prepay for 12 months, you're going to get 1 kit free. You're only going to pay for 11, but you're going to get 1 kit free. Plus, this is what gets you into my Escape Plus membership. You buy a 12-month subscription. You still have control over receiving or not receiving the kit arrangements on your online account before the 10th of the month. If you are a Plus member, I send you the materials to make the alternatives that month. So here's what I'm making. I'm going to bring in, let's see if I kind of organize. I am going to bring in some cardstock, and today I'm using Coastal Cabana, And I'm using a layer that I have pre-die cut. I am using a layer of basic white. I have pre-cut it with the Basic Borders dies. These dies are new in the new annual catalog. They are a great addition to your layering possibilities. There is one die, it kind of looks like clouds, and that's exactly how I edged that paper with the cloud edgelet from the Basic Borders set. So next that's going to be layered onto my Coastal Cabana layer. I'm going to pull in my rainbow and I am going to snip this apart. I'm just going to go ahead and cut right on the score line, and I can kind of trim up just a tiny bit. This is a beautiful rainbow. It's going to be layered onto this white layer like so. And I'm going to bring in one of the stickers. I love the sun here, so that's going to be layered on as well. And then I'm going to add my sentiment. Now I'm just going to say this card, I was inspired by another demonstrator who posted her paper pumpkin projects as well. And that's the awesome thing with Paper Pumpkin and Stampin' Up. If you are in need of some inspiration, just go online. You can type in the month of the kit, Paper Pumpkin. You will get all kinds of suggestions on how else you can use your stamp sets, your inks, your elements. There are cards you can create just with the things included in the kit. And then for my Escape Plus members, I usually try to give them more cardstock of different papers so that they can use that stamp set that is included in the kit. So I'm just adding my clouds. Next, I am going to add my rainbow, and it is huge. It's going to go in the middle of the card, so I'm just going to put that down right here. I'm using my Tombow liquid glue. And let me say, if you do decide to purchase the prepaid subscription, when you purchase the annual subscription, that elevates you to earn host rewards. Anything after $150, you earn rewards, and that means free product. So for your free product, I would recommend picking up some liquid glue, because that's my favorite, a bone folder, and some paper snips, and maybe even the piercing mat, and you would be set. So there we go. Already it's looking cute, I think. I'm going to add one of the little stickers, the sun. They're already sticky. It's a sticker. I'm going to put it right on there. I think it's looking pretty cute. I'm going to pull in one of those banners, the horizontal banner, and I am going to stamp it with happy birthday. So let's see. I didn't clean my stamp earlier. I am using my scrub. If you do decide to go with the annual subscription, you might want to add a chamois into your rewards. So lots of things you can do when you earn a few rewards. A chamois is only like $8. The bone folder, I think, is $8. The snips are about $10. Glue is about $4. So you could eat. And I'm going to stamp it right onto one of the pre-cut labels that's included in the kit. Again, I'm using the Memento ink with the happy birthday stamp that's in the kit. And this is going to be added to our card base. And I'm going to pop this one up with dimensionals. Let me bring this in. Things are getting messy on the tabletop and on my hands. I'm getting inky fingers here. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to add that, pop that up with dimensionals. Right in here. Gonna add that around there. And one more thing, I'm gonna bring in my twine, and this time I'm not gonna pre-cut. I'm just gonna tie my bow and then snip. I don't think we need 12 inches. That way we have more left over for more projects. There we go. And still gonna add this with a glue dot. And let's see where my glue dots are on my desktop. Oh, right there. Just gonna go ahead and place one of these down here. I might add two so I make sure it sticks. And if you're just joining in, be sure to post a comment so I know you're watching, as well as on the replay. I appreciate knowing who tuned in, whether or not you like the alternatives. Here we go. We've got a nice little bow there. And if you're an Escape Plus member, I send you the envelopes for the alternatives as well. I think it's pretty cute. All right, let me push that one aside and let's keep going with these alternatives. I liked that one. By the way, I had another layer of basic white, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I might need that for another card. Next, I'm gonna bring in, this time I'm using Old Olive cardstock, and I'm gonna again use these dies, the border dies. This time I'm using the zigzag. I love that little look. And I have pre-cut my layer. I took a piece of basic white that measures about 5 1/4 by about 3 inches. I took basic black, 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I'm gonna allow that to peak so I get different layers in there. I get a little bit of black peeking through at the top and then some of the zigzag down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and just adhere these 2 layers. I'm gonna kind of build my card here. And this is in my head. I haven't actually done these yet. So hopefully they come out as cute as I'm thinking they are. Okay, so now I am going to add a little bit of interest to my card base layer. And what I'm gonna do is bring in my watermelon slice this time. I am going to be taking one of the die cuts with the watermelon, and I'm gonna snip this off as well. I'm gonna hold on to that basic white because I might want that for something else. I'm gonna kind of trim this up just a little bit, like so. So I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using my zigzag layer, and I'm gonna add a little bit of interest to the card base with my watermelon stamp. And I'm gonna put that on a block. And what I'm gonna do is take my Mossy Meadow ink. Now, Mossy Meadow is an ink color that we received in a previous Paper Pumpkin. If you were a subscriber in February, you got this color. And what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna protect my piercing mat because I don't wanna get that all inky. I am just going to put a little bit of background onto my cardstock with my watermelon. So I'm just gonna randomly stamp that cute little watermelon and a little bit more peeking through. Right through here. I'm just gonna put in one more little watermelon up here. There we go. All right, so there is my card base, and I am going to want to add this layer here, but I think I want to put some twine around here, so I'm going to tie my bow. I'm going to wrap it and tie my bow. So let's see. I'm not sure if I can do that. Let's see, I'm going to need to trim off. And it's always helpful to put down a little glue dot for tying a bow. That way, it's almost like having another hand to hold the ribbon or the twine in place. So this is going to go right around there. Bring that down just a little bit and tie a pretty bow right through here. So these are the alternatives for the April paper pumpkin. Today's a great day if you want to jump on and be a trial subscriber. You can get the upcoming kit for just $5. All right, so there we go. That's going to be placed right in there, and I'm going to take my watermelon slice. Now that is too big, right? So here's the cool thing. How about a watermelon wedge? Let's see if I can cut this. Not quite a half. I'm going to go for about a third, and I'm just going to come over and snip that. And let's see. How about a nice little watermelon slice there? And let's see, I'm going to pop that up. I'm not liking that edge there. I'm going to trim just a little bit more. Make it more of a wedge. There we go. And this is going to be added with dimensionals. And let's see, right around so. And I think I'm ready to put that layer down. I'm going to go ahead and use my Tombow liquid glue. And hopefully it's going to come flowing out any second now. There we go. I'm not being kind to it. I'm letting it just sit uncovered. So I'm lucky that it's cooperating with me. There we go. This is just going to be placed down. I've got a little bit of a border going on. There we go. And I think it's looking cute. I want a sentiment. And let's see. We can bring in, if I can locate them, how about I bring in one of my Starbursts, and I put that there, and I think that this is going to be a Hey There card. And I like my sentiment in basic black, so I'm going to bring in my Memento Black, bring in one of the little circle die cuts, and let's see, I'm just adding a little bit more pressure to my layering so that I make sure it's stuck on there. So Hey There, I'm not worried about whether or not this is aligned, of course, because it's a circle, and I can just rotate it once I'm ready to adhere it to my card base. All right, so I've got that. That is going to go on here. So I'm going to use, again, because of that shimmer paper, that glimmer paper, I'm going to add liquid glue. That sticks a little bit better than glue dots. And I'm going to layer that up. And that's going to go on with dimensionals, but what I want to do is put it on the right side so I don't have two-dimensional layers stacked here. So right on this right side, and it's going to overlap right around so. And there is our alternative number 2. Hey There. So we've got a happy birthday, we've got a Hey There. And let's go for a third alternative. This time I am going to be bringing in the Bermuda Bay card base. And I mentioned earlier that this kit coordinates with the ice cream paper. Let's see, it happens to be called the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. I've got my Bermuda Bay card base. I'm going to go ahead and fold that over. See see if I can eliminate some of these things on my desktop. And I'm using my bone folder to get that nice clean fold. I have a basic black layer, and this one happens to measure about 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I've taken 2 of the patterns from the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper package. I have a nice multicolored stripe with the flip side being those nice ice creams. And I have a squiggly, it looks like terracotta tile, one of the retired ink colors. And on the flip side are the splotches, those nice little watermarks there. And what I'm going to do is create a little pattern onto that black layer. So here's what I'm doing. This one measures about 5 inches long. And I'm going to trim these down. I want little strips. So I'm going to take this pattern and I'm going to take about 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/4 by 5 is what it's going to measure out to. And I'm going to use the flip side pattern as well. That stripe, I'm going to use 1 1/4 again. And I'm going to take the little scalloped or that little curvy pattern, and I'm going to use 1 1/4 as well. All right, so there we go. And I'm going to create my layer on here. So let's see, I think I want the ice creams in the middle. I think I want it like so. Or maybe I'm going to put that bolder squiggly one in the middle. I think I like that better. Okay, so 5 inches by 1 1/4. I'm going to layer it onto this basic black. And my trick is to do the outside. Let's see what side one I like better. Whoops. I think I like this one better for the ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. And let's see if I can, oops, I don't have my Seal Plus. Sometimes it's easier just to slide some adhesive on there, but I don't have that handy. And I don't want too much glue on here. So I'm going to pick up some of that glue with my next color. There we go. This is going to be on the left, and I'm just going to have about 1/16 of a border there. My next one I'm going to do is to the far left, and again I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue here. And I'm going to remove some of that excess glue. This goes about 1/16 to the far right. Sorry, I'm getting my sides mixed up. So this is on the far right. I'm just going to have a tiny, tiny border. And then this one's going to go right in the center. Put a little bit more glue on here so I know it's going to stick. And I'm going to have the tiniest. Now I have a choice. Do I like those little squigglies going up? I think I like them this way. And again, I have about 1/16 of a border on both sides, like so. Perfect. This layer goes onto the Bermuda Bay card base, and it's going to be flat adhered. Right about a 1/4 inch border on all sides. Oh, sorry, about an 1/8 inch border on all sides. There we go. And I have a little die cut circle. That's where I'm going to put my sticker images from my sticker sheets. And I'm going to use some of those ice creams. I'm going to use, let's see, this pretty tall one here. Take that off, and now do you see what's going to happen? This ice cream is going to be peeking off, so I'm going to be really gentle, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because this is going to be popped up on a dimensional. I want to eliminate that sticky behind the sticker. So here's my trick. I take the Embossing Buddy. This used to be in the catalog, no longer. And I'm just going to apply some powder. That makes it non-sticky. And I've also made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Now I'm going to be able to lift that with dimensionals without it being sticky behind. I'm going to take my second ice cream, the shorter one, and this one's going to go right like so. And there is a little bit of that's going to peek off there. Bring back the Embossing Buddy and just kind of tap it. Perfect. So now this is going to be popped up with dimensionals. There. And I'm going to be a little bit more generous this time so that my circle is well secure. And I'm going to flip that, and that goes here. Perfect. Now I think I would like a horizontal sentiment. So let's see, I have a hey there, I have a happy birthday, and I think, and I say this often, probably the most needed cards are birthday cards. So I'm going to go with that happy birthday sentiment. I am going to bring back in that little banner die cut, and I'm going to stamp it with happy birthday in Memento Black. So again, Memento Black is one of my staples that I go to, especially for sentiments. And I'm going to see if I can stamp that somewhat even or straight. Pressing firmly. Voila, happy birthday. And let's see if I can add some of that shimmer. Let's see if I need that. If I bring this in. And let's see, I think, where do I want that? If I bring that in here, it's a little, I think I like it better there. What do you think? Do you like it better underneath? Whoops, where's my happy birthday anyway? I punched out the wrong one, silly me. Okay, let's see. Do you like it underneath or on? I think I'm going to go with on. And do I want it there? I think I like this better. I'm going to go with that. And again, I'm just going to put a dimensional to the right. There's going to be flat adhesive over here. So let's do this. Put a little bit of flat adhesive so we don't have a loose element on our card. And this gets placed right around so. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of twine here. I'm going to come in with a bow. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can hear, one of my Scotties is having a nightmare. I'm not sure why he's having a nightmare. He's got a perfect life, stress-free life. All right, let's see. And my twine is not quite even. Let's see, I'll fix that after I put it down. And I'm going to come in with a glue dot. And I think I'm going to want, let's see, I'm going to put it right on the ice cream. Need my Pick-a tool. And I'm going to bring this over. Put my little bow there. And I'm going to trim down this twine. And there we go. I am happy with this, the way it came out. As I said, I didn't pre-do them. It was just in my head what I wanted to happen. I think I like all three alternatives. I've got a happy birthday, a hey there, and another happy birthday there. And these are our alternatives for our April So Cool Paper Pumpkin Kit. So we actually created 6 cards today. And we have our Way Cool, our happy birthday, actually 7 cards, and 2 ice cream cards. Let me know which one is your favorite. If you are interested in receiving the alternative projects materials, think about joining or subscribing to Paper Pumpkin for 1 year. You do get some extra perks with that, including host rewards and an additional kit sent directly to you each month.